Well, good morning and welcome back to the final segment here on CityLine. We are talking about a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and it is at an emergency state here in the city of Tacoma, and hopefully we are finding solutions. This conversation is about shared housing services. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Mark Merrill. You are the Executive Director of Shared Housing Services. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Great to have you here. And this beautiful woman with the most amazing hair color in the world. Don't change it, Juleeann Fisher. You are a coordinator for Adult Homesharing. Welcome, Juleeann.
Thank you for having us.
Good to have you here on such an important topic. I wish that we could speak about this every week, because the more we talk about it, the more we're going to find solutions. So first off, Mark, if people don't know what shared housing services are, what are they?
Well, we're a local nonprofit agency that really works on both preventing and reducing homelessness throughout Tacoma and Pierce County. We have 3 programs. We have our Adult Homesharing program, Transitional Family Housing program, and our Youth Host Home program that works with individuals, family, and young people that need a place to live. Since our founding in 1991, we've helped thousands of people maintain or obtain housing within Pierce County.
Wow, and it just amazes me that there are 3 categories, let alone of those 2 categories, the oldest and the most youngest of our population are involved in this crisis. So, Juleeann, what is home sharing?
So adult home sharing is actually available to everyone, and it begins when a home provider offers accommodations to a home seeker in lieu of some sort of support. And that support may be monetary, it may just be simple companionship, it could be assisting someone, taking them to the doctors, or helping with some of the chores around the house that the person is no longer able to do. Home providers could be senior citizens, somebody on fixed income, it could be a single parent, it could be someone that just has a room available in their home and they're wanting to help somebody in the community. And our home providers are everyone from people that are being affected from the housing crisis to young students or young professionals getting out on their own. So what we're doing is home sharing is we're making use of the available homes that we already have, and in turn that's actually protecting our neighborhoods, and it's letting people age in place and keeping them in their homes longer, and it's benefiting both parties.
Oh, it is. It's you say it so beautifully, and it is such a win-win when I hear it.
It really is.
Coming from you, coming from this organization, because who doesn't have a spare room? And I say that, and it almost sounds trivial, but if you walk in some of the areas that I've seen and you see the tents, you see the children and the families, you're going to rethink that office that you have to have. Well, your office can happen on the couch, and how good would it feel to offer a senior citizen a warm, safe place to sleep?
Yeah,
absolutely.
So, Mark, when we talk about shared housing services, what are you seeing in terms of around the current housing crisis in Tacoma and Pierce County?
Well, according to the point-in-time count that's conducted just last January, nearly 1,700 people experience homelessness on any given night in Pierce County. And that's a number that most people really feel is many, many times higher.
Yeah.
With the current market conditions of rising rents and low inventory, we are seeing more and more seniors and disabled people, like on fixed incomes. We're seeing college students. We're seeing low-income families become unstable or homeless because the rents are being raised above what they can afford. And then you turn around and you have the low inventory of apartments, or even especially available units, not just affordable, that's out there, and they have no place to live. Tacoma, and especially Tacoma, but all of Pierce County, we really need a lot more housing, but especially affordable housing.
Yes,
absolutely.
And those rents that are starting to, go up by 100, 200, 300, 400 a month, that has to be looked at as well, because the working poor are being priced out of their homes. And then, as you just said, where do they go?
Yes.
They end up on the streets. So, Juleeann, how does the adult home sharing program work? If I had an extra room in my house, how would it work for me?
So it all starts by putting in an application. Our applications are on our website at sharedhousingservices.org. That's for the home providers and the home seekers. Everybody goes through the application process. Once the application is received, the clients then have 30 days to come into our office for a background check. And then once the background check is completed, home seekers are interviewed in our office and home providers are interviewed in their homes. We match based on criteria that's not only in the applications, but based on personality. We want to get to know people, and we want to make a match that's going to be beneficial for both parties and that's going to last a long time.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, a bad match is not part of the solution. No, it's not. So what makes the adult home sharing project so unique, Mark?
It's unique on several different ways. A lot of housing programs like shelter, transitional housing, rapid rehousing, which is needed, but they really just focus on the people that are currently experiencing homelessness. Our program, the Adult Homesharing Program, actually works to help people be able to stay in their homes where they're currently at, and helps prevent them from becoming unstable or entering into homelessness through receiving like the services that Juleeann just mentioned, or some financial help. We're also unique in we use current housing stock, current housing inventory, so we don't have to have housing being built for us, which actually lowers the demand on tax dollars.
Absolutely.
And then another uniqueness is just the cost. If we are at full capacity, it costs us less than $500 per person that maintains or finds affordable housing.
Wow.
That's way significantly lower than most programs.
Absolutely. So you mentioned background checks. So this falls into my next question of how safe is home sharing?
So all of our clients are required to go through and pass a 7-year nationwide criminal background check. Not only are they background checked, but then they're interviewed, like I said, and the homes are inspected as well. And this isn't something where we make a referral and then we disappear. We're in it for the long haul. We want to see this be successful, and we want our home providers and our home seekers to be happy. So we're there 3 months, 6 months, a year down the road. We're there to back them up and to be there as a resource for them if they need any assistance.
Wow, that's impressive. So what impacts are we seeing the Adult Home Sharing Program having and addressing actual homelessness in Tacoma and Pierce County?
Well, and as you know, because you've covered it many times on your show, homelessness is a very complex subject, just by the nature of being homeless yourself. I think we need a really holistic approach, a variety of housing options like supportive housing, transitional, subsidized, and of course home sharing.
Yes.
And a full menu of services, mental health treatment, job training, substance use, all that combined to really make an impact on homelessness. The adult home, if you think of homelessness as a pool, there's an inflow, those that become unstable and homeless. There's an outflow, those that find housing. Our program is unique because we attack both flows.
Yes.
If we're truly going to make a difference in homelessness, we have to reduce that number. So that's one of the ways that we're really making an impact of helping people, preventing them from coming. But a side thing, we also help them obtain the housing.
Win-win on both ends.
Exactly.
There. Absolutely. So if someone is interested in becoming a home provider, or if they want to learn more about shared housing, where should they go?
Our website is a great place to start.
We've been showing that right there.
We have quite a bit of information on there. We have some fun videos that you can watch, some of our success stories on there. Our applications are found there as well. You can give us a call. We're more than happy to answer questions anytime. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and we're located right in downtown Tacoma, so people are more than welcome to stop in if they have questions. We have brochures and flyers that we're happy to hand out, and we're also happy to go out into the community. So if anybody has a group or a church, they belong to a Rotary, we would love to come out and share what we do with the community and get the message out there. Because the more people that we can touch and the more people that we can say, you have an available room, how can we help?
Exactly.
You know, that's what we're here for.
Okay, last 30 seconds, Mr. Mark. What else do our viewers need to know about shared housing and its home sharing?
Well, first, I want to say thank you to everyone for 27 years that we've been doing this,
Yes.
Of the support. And there's a lot of community members that really want to make a difference. And they say, how can we help? And I always say, help us spread the word. Juleeann mentioned of the groups. If you belong to a church, a Rotary, let's come. Invite us to come. We'd love to come talk to you.
All right.
If you know of someone that needs our services, tell them about us.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, both of you, for standing in the solution, for spreading the word, and for championing the most vulnerable that we have in our society right now. You have halos and wings that no one can see, but I certainly recognize them. So thank you so much. And I want to have you back on the couch.
Yes, thank you for having us today.
We appreciate
My
it.
pleasure. Well, that wraps up another great segment of CityLine. It is always a pleasure and a privilege to be in your home. We've given you a lot of great things to think about in this past hour, so please go out there, be a part of the tapestry, and pay it forward. And when you come back, as always, we'll be waiting for you right here at CityLine. Take care.